episode 10 of my road to Olympia. It is Friday today and I am exactly 1 week out, so it's completely crazy to think that we're only 1 week out from the Olympia. It's gone so fast. Just the fact that I'm here prepping again at Mecca, everything's a little bit surreal at the moment, but we are here, we are 1 week out. I'm feeling really good. My weight is at a new low as of today. As of today, I'm just 4 pounds above my very lightest depleted weight for New York. So I think I will probably, by the time I dry out, actually end up being lighter and tighter than New York, which is all good with me. It just means I can have more fun with the carb up process. In this video, we are going to train arms, and in the full length episode, I'm going to go into detail about essentially everything that I've done nutrition wise since the last video. So the last week, what I've done with my carbs and my cycling, etc., to tighten up a lot. And I will also go into detail on everything I'm going to do from now until the stage. So obviously that can change depending how I'm looking, but essentially I will be sharing with you all of my water loading, depleting, carb up, etc. processes from now till the Olympia stage. A lot of people are like, how do you have energy when you're on no carb? And honestly, I don't have energy. I am not running on energy right now. I'm running from here. That is just what keeps me going right now. It's completely autopilot. I've said this in the last 2 episodes. I just get shit done. So let's go and train.
I'm ready for the battle, and you know I'll never choose. I'll never run away. Being safety is true. I've got a bow and arrow, and you know I'll fight for you. I'll fight for you. Fight for you.
So I've just wrapped up arms and shoulders. I decided to chuck some shoulders in just because I love them. But when I am training like right close to a show in that final week, sometimes I will actually do like full body. Essentially what I am doing is just depleting the muscle, and depletion training is high volume and and it burns, like it literally just burns, and that is the feeling you should have if you are effectively depleting the muscle. Everything just feels like fire, everything feels heavy, and you just got to push through. So today I did arms and shoulders, did lots of superset work, essentially like almost no rest. Everything felt heavier than it would usually feel. It's not about having energy for me right now, it's just literally, you know, one foot in front of the other. When you get to the finish line like this, like for me, actually, you know, most of the hard work is done now, and as long as you're, you know, in condition and not trying to drop a whole lot of fat as you get closer, which I'm not, it's, for me, actually the most important thing now is to start scaling back, because if you do not allow your body enough rest, you will be inflamed. So a rested body always looks better. So for me, I have to actually go from, you know, I've been doing 2 hours down the Stairmaster, I actually have to taper that back. So over the last week, so from about 2 weeks out, I would taper that back. So for over the last week, I've tapered back the second hour to 45 and then 40 and then 30. And what I will actually need to do is actually shift from the Stairmaster to the bike and just do really light resistance biking. I can't bike at a heavy resistance, obviously, because it will cause inflammation, but in general I don't usually bike because it will make my quads grow if I bike. But what I do need to do is be now tapering everything back. I will be training each day, high volume. Some days will be full body. I will be stopping doing my fasted quads, so I will probably do them tomorrow and perhaps the next day, and then I won't do any of that. I will also stop doing my abs that I've been doing in the morning and be basically tapering the cardio down, but also switching from stairs to bikes so that it's all a lot less intensity. At the moment, you know, like my legs are a lot tighter in the morning, but like by now I've done an hour on the Stairmaster and I've trained quads fasted. You know, my legs are like a lot of inflammation, they're inflamed, so it's like, you know, you can feel that they're kind of like balloons and they don't look anywhere near as small as they do in the morning, and that's what happens when you are putting stress on the body. There's going to be inflammation. So yeah, a lot of it now is just slowing things down, trusting the process. The hard work is done. It's literally, you know, one foot in front of the other, and, you know, taper everything down. And when you get to the end, like, you know, at the final week, it's actually quite nice. You can get your hair done, your nails done, and all of that stuff, which is kind of like a reward for working so hard for such a long time. So I am starting to do all of that stuff. My nails are an absolute mess, my hair's a mess, my house is a mess, everything's a mess, but prep's going well. So that is literally all that matters. I've been kind of like, every day I'm like, oh man, I really have to like tidy the house up or like fold that huge pile of clean laundry, but you know, there are other things that are more important. So at the moment it's, you know, my prep and making sure I'm on top of all of my clients' plans, but other than that, you know, a lot of the time things just get messy in the last week. But so yeah, now everything is starting to come together. I will be training here at Gold's until Tuesday. On Tuesday night I fly to Vegas, and on Wednesday morning I have extreme honor. I don't know whether I will have already announced this by the time you get this video, so it may or may not be news to you, but I am going to be a part of bodybuilding.com's volume 6 of their Bodies of Work photo shoot series. So that is a huge honor. It's been a goal of mine forever, since I saw the very first series with Nicole Wilkins, and then series with other athletes that I really admire, like Ashley Cartwasser. So that's been something that I've always thought, man, that was so cool to do it, and I got an email out of the blue from bodybuilding.com asking me to be a part of that. So that is a huge honor, very exciting, and I will be shooting for that on Wednesday morning. I will do my last workout on Wednesday afternoon. It will just be a light workout, and Thursday will be complete rest and carb up. We compete on Friday. We also have, you know, other professional athlete obligations on Thursday. We have meetings. We have a pro athlete meet and greet where we have a couple of hours, and they set us all up with, you know, stands, and fans can come around and get autographs, etc. So all of that's really cool, and it's always very humbling to meet a lot of people. I remember last year at the meet and greet, I kind of thought, well, nobody knows who I am, nobody's even going to want to talk to me, and I was actually surprised at the number of people who come up to me that follow me and stuff. I know it's going to be even more that way this year. You know, it's my second year at the Olympia and been competing on the pro circuit for longer, and yeah, it's always an honor to meet people who have, you know, followed me, supported me. So I am very much looking forward to it, and that is about it from me. So we will be coming to you from Vegas. We will be filming as much content as we can for the next episode while we are at the Olympia. But don't forget, there is also a live stream, like to watch the actual judging, the actual finals. Every time. Live stream, you can watch the live stream. I will put it on my Instagram, but it's all live streams, so make sure you stay tuned and find out all about that. All of the information and timetable, etc. is on the MrOlympia.com website, so check that out. Make sure you know what's going on. I will try and keep you guys updated as much as possible. And something else really cool that's happening for Olympia weekend. Olympia has partnered up with Snapchat, so there is actually going to be a Snapchat story of all of the athletes' Snapchats from the weekend. So, which reminds me, I need to send them my Snapchat ID. So I don't usually use Snapchat a lot. I use Instagram story mostly, but I will use Snapchat throughout the Olympia weekend, because essentially all of the athletes who submit their usernames, they're going to have a Mr. Olympia Snapchat story that's going to actually take in all of our snaps. So that's going to be really cool. So heaps going on, and it's very exciting. There is, you know, there's been a lot of effort to do a lot more publicity, and there's a lot more kind of mainstream focus and attention on the Olympia this year. So it's going to be really good. Make sure that you also are tuned to Bikini Pro News on Instagram, because they will be doing, I might be doing something exciting live with them when I get to Vegas, but they will have, you know, running updates on the Olympia. They'll be in Vegas. There are so many ways for you to stay in touch and stay tuned. I will be trying, you know, as much as I can to be active on social media. Obviously I will be focused, but I also want to share the experience with you guys. So, and I am just really excited to do what I got to do over the next week, and just trust the process and get up there and have a blast. I love being on stage. I love the process as well. So it's honestly, it doesn't even feel real that it's this soon. But we're 1 week out, and yeah, stay tuned for episode 11 from Vegas the week after Olympia. But stay tuned on social media for obviously updates the entire time. So thank you for your support, thank you for following, thank you for watching my videos. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, and for all of the full length content, make sure you join SJF Tribe. SJF Tribe is my membership platform. You go to it from my website, SheenaJaneFitness.com. SJF Tribe, it is a monthly fee, and there is weekly content, so all of my full-length Road to Olympia videos, 20, 30, 40-minute videos, principal workouts, and of course from today's episode, exactly what I've done in terms of my carb cycling, and exactly what I'm going to do in terms of my water loading, depleting, carbing up from now until the Olympia. So get on there, thank you, and I will see you after Olympia.